What if we were known more for what we love instead of what we hate? Would that make a difference? What if we spent more time loving people and less time being angry with them? Would that make a difference? What if we gave unconditionally of our time, our talent, and our treasures? Would that make a difference? What if we shared the difference Jesus has made in our lives and stopped pushing away those who aren't there yet? Would that make a difference? What if we walked in the steps of our Savior, sitting with the broken, caring for the poor, loving the lost? Would that make a difference? We live in the midst of ruins, surrounded by brokenness, pain, and loss. It's a moment made for us, a calling we were created to answer, not with judgment, not with harsh words or self-righteousness, but with love, the love of Jesus. What if the church acted like the church? Would that make a difference?
Yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely, yes. If the church will act as a church, if we as a people of God will actively participate and get involved, we can make a huge difference in this broken world. If we commit to be the church that Jesus is building, we will be unstoppable. I'm telling you. Lives will be changed. Hope will be restored. The truth is, the church rises or falls on the faithfulness of the people. Not the preaching, not the programs that we do in the church, not the comfortable sitting and setup that we have, not the building that we stay, but the people who commit to being the church that Jesus is building. It's you and me, the person sitting beside you. If you look at the early church, they made huge difference in the world. Until today, we are affected by their commitment hundreds of years in the past. They just didn't carry the name of Jesus. They live out His nature, the loving nature of Jesus, the caring nature of Jesus, the giving nature of Jesus, the sharing nature of Jesus. It was not a theory to them. It was real, and they made it real in their lives. They didn't just have a good theology, but they have a deep commitment to live Jesus in their life and apply it to the people around them. They didn't just grow in numbers, but they truly made an impact. Back then, until today, you can feel, you can experience it. How the previous church, the early Christians, how their commitment made an impact. Let me share you seven only. Because of the commitment of the previous generation of church, education was formed. Education was founded. Great universities today, Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge, they were founded because of the commitment of the early Christians. They even championed education to the poor and to women. Women has no rights for education during the time before Jesus. But when Jesus came, and when Jesus impacted the lives of the early disciples, they made a commitment. This education must not only available to the rich. If you are rich during the time, you are the only one entitled for education. But because of the commitment of the church, they impacted the world in an area of education. Universities around the world, you can see in their constitution, God is the core of their constitution and bylaws. They made the reason that they are scholarship today is because of the commitment of the early church. Healthcare was established. Hospitals and medical missions were established because of the commitment of the early church. They advocate for compassionate care to human dignity. The reason we have hospitals today, the reason we have medical missions, the reason we have many things going on to take care of our health is because of the commitment of the early church. And that's how we were impacted. Justice was pursued. Before, there's no human rights. Before, there is no children's rights. Before, there is no women's rights. But because of the concept of women's right is rooted in being made in the image of God. Without the Bible, without Jesus, without God Himself, there is no justice on this earth. The early church fought against slavery, child labor, and unjust practices in this world. They committed that, hey, this is wrong. We have to change something here. And because of their commitment, we are experiencing justice today, freedom today. The early church promoted peace, reconciliation, and unity among nations. The early church also is the one that modeled charity. The commitment of the early church led to the building of orphanage, food banks, and all aid organizations. The commitment of the early Christians who truly live by the principles and values of Jesus impacted us through these things. The first responder to global crisis, to global disasters and poverty are committed Christians. The largest humanitarian organizations are run by committed Christians and supported by committed churches, such as us. This church, we've been sending goods all over to the Philippines. In Baguio, in Tausug, Bajaos, and all other stuff. That's how committed our church is. We send relief goods. We send money to support them. Art and cultures, this is amazing, are actually elevated because of the commitment of the local church. Arts, music, culture, including architecture around the world, were elevated because of the commitment of the early church. Michelangelo, Da Vinci, they were motivated, inspired by the commitment of the early church. You know, the opera, the anthems that we sing, the national anthems, that's actually motivated or inspired by the early church. Literatures and historical are also part of that. Oh, by the way, the cathedrals, those are elevated because of the commitment of the early church. Moral values were anchored. Love, service, humility, honesty, generosity are realities because of the commitment of the early church. Servant leadership was modeled by Jesus and modeled by the followers of Jesus during the early times. The first 100 to verse 300 years, it was so real to them. The church continues until today to promote purpose, gives hope, meaning, and ethical direction in this broken world. Communities were also transformed. People were empowered to forgive, to love their enemies, to pray and restore relationships. The early church breaks addiction in any form and create a loving community where people find unity despite of the different backgrounds and cultures. The truth is, the past generations of Christians, those who truly represented Christ, properly, those who truly represented the church correctly, rightfully, made an impact that still happens today. You and I are still experiencing all of these things because of their commitment. They gave, they served, they sacrificed. Because of their commitment, the church advanced, lives were changed, and society transformed. My point, Now it's our turn. In this generation, you are the representative of the church. The past generation did their part. We are called to do ours. David said, one generation will declare your words to the next and will proclaim your mighty acts. Today, we inherited a legacy of faith. The reason we have hope, the reason we have meaning, the reason we have directions in life, it's because of the commitment of the past generation of Christians. Now, we're called to carry it forward to the next generation, to declare, to proclaim, not just today, but for the sake of those coming after us. You and I, the person sitting beside you, determine what a church looked like in our generation. I think there are 4 generations here. Baby boomers. What is the next? Generation X. Millennials. Generation Z. Right? Si Nanay Lita. Parang ano yan siya? Ancient, ano yan siya, generation. I love Nanay Lita. But you guys will determine what a church is in our generation. You will determine what Christianity looks like in the watching world. They will look at your life and they will determine this guy is a true Christian. This guy is a false Christian. This guy is a counterfeit. This guy is authentic. This guy is genuine. Or this guy is, I can't explain what church that guy is. You and I will determine what a follower of Jesus looks like. To our children, to our neighbors, to the people around us. So what we do now? We do for others what the previous generation did for us. We bless the next generation as the previous generation blessed us. And we want to plant a seed for the future generation. And legacy doesn't start someday, one day, but today, right now. And it starts with you and me. Are you still with me? You determine what a church is in today's generation. So let me give you 3 practical ways to impact, okay? I showed you already how the previous generation impacted our lives. And I will share with you 3 practical ways to help this generation, this church, impact this generation, influence this generation. And this is nothing will come surprising to all of you. These are already common. But I just want to remind you again how we can impact this generation, how we can leave a lasting impact and legacy in this generation and the next generation after us. Okay, are you ready? Ready? Number 1, give. The commitment of the church today to impact the next generation is to give. Support your local church financially and become a blessing. Now, let me explain. You don't see any offering basket here. We will not ask money from you. But this is how we can help this church impact the world. Siguro, you, when you first walk into a church, maybe as a child, or maybe when you come back to the church, you left the church and then suddenly you realize, okay, let me just try the church not too long ago or long ago, and then you came to the church and then you find that everything was prepared for you, right? The church you're sitting, the AC, the air condition during summer, and the heater during winter, it's already there for you. The music, the instrument, the sound, and in our case, every special event, we have some photo booth outside. We have some bouncy castle next week. We have some refreshments there every Sunday. Everything was prepared, basically done for you. Now, it's your turn. It's my turn. It's our turn to pass it forward to the next generation. We shouldn't sit here doing nothing, because the previous generation gave so that you and I can experience what we're experiencing today. Now, an average person gives when asked, but a generous person gives even when not asked. A generous person will give out of love. And I believe that you guys are generous. You're smart. You are generous. You are not an average person. You guys are smart. Many people envy me as a pastor because your people knows what they're doing. Oh man, I just come here, set up my laptop, and then preach. You guys are smart. You were so organized. People are already have scheduled next month, the whole year. The worship team already know what they're doing. You are smart. You are not average people. You are smart. You are generous. You give out of love. So let me help you. Set up a plan. Make a plan. Set a percentage, what to give, how to commit, and give it on a regular basis. Ron and I, we do it every first Sunday of the month. We do it smoothly, and we don't have to think about it. In fact, when we started, I'm sharing this not to brag. I'm sharing this to inspire you. When we started Life Community Church, we have nothing. Nothing. But Seth requested a so expensive keyboard. I'm just kidding, that's it, okay? We don't have keyboard, we don't have acoustic guitar, we don't have bass. Paolo requested the bass. Where should we get money? We have a charity money that we set apart, and we gave 10 grand on the spot to start as a seed money for the church. And if you give to the person you love, to the organization you love, you will not miss your money. And I'll never miss any money giving to God. And I'll never miss any money giving to John. Now, I'm not the most generous person here. I'm telling you. There are people around here that gave generously. It's just amazing. Now, for those of you who are not giving, let me remind you. You will never miss the money you give. You will never miss the money you spend for the people you love. And you will never miss the money you give for the organization or the church you love. If you're not giving, maybe you're not loving the church you're part of. If you're not giving, maybe there's a question of the true identity of Jesus in you. The true identity of Jesus is love. You give because of love. You love, that's why you give. Again, you will never miss the money you spend for the people you love, and you will never miss the money you give for the organizations you love. And if you are not giving, you're not loving. If you are just getting and getting and getting, something is wrong with your love. So give and support your local church, okay? Because we have lots of stuff doing for the people. We're doing a lot of stuff for the people. That's a commitment of a true church that Jesus is building. Number 2, care. Share your church. When I say share your church, invite people to the church so others can experience Jesus. Share your church by being inviting to people. And if you are inviting, the church, our church becomes inviting. And when you invite people, this is what I notice, when people are inviting, they'll stop complaining. When people are actively inviting, they will stop complaining about little things. You stop noticing about little annoyance in the church. But if you're not doing anything, you start caring to those little stuff. And you're not being thankful. I noticed that, and I think you have noticed that. Complainers are not inviters. But those who are inviting, they're not complaining. And I'm so proud for all of you, to all of you, because you are all inviting. You are great inviters. Because of you, many people come to visit our church. All right, let me tell you. The reason people don't come back to the church, because something is not inviting the church. And the reason people come back to the church, because something is very inviting in the church. And that's not me. That's you. People will make decisions the first time they will come here, people will make decisions to come back next Sunday, right? Even before the preacher will come up. The moment they enter that door, they will make a decision right away. This will be my last Sunday. Or, wow, I want to come back next Sunday. This is the family. And I'm so proud. There's one person there's one family who did some church hopping, jumping from one church to another. The moment they stepped in that door, and they said, I'm done hopping. I'm done looking. This is my church family. So, the good thing here, it's not about the preacher. It's not about the music. It's the people. It's the environment. It's the atmosphere that people will decide to come back or not to come back. The good thing there, if the people won't come back, it's not my fault. Huh? If the people won't come back, it's your fault. Okay? But if the people will come back, I can't take credit on it. If the people will come back, it's you. The reason they are coming back. Are we communicating? So let's create a community, a family-like relationships, the kind what we received from the previous generations. The church that Jesus is building, who welcomes people, cares for people, supports people. Now let me coach you, okay? How to invite people, okay? Some of you, I want to invite, but I don't know. I want to invite my friends, but I don't. Let me help you, okay? And this is very effective for me. Whenever you see the three things here that I'm going to show, that is your key. That is your cue to invite people, okay? When you see these things, that's the time that you will invite them. Hey, maybe come with me, sit with me, join us. Look at these three things, okay? Be sensitive to these three things. With your friends, with your loved ones, with your family, with your gym mates, with your community, or wherever you're part of, with your club. When you hear or see people, when they say, I'm new here, new to the country, new to the city, new to the environment, new to this thing called Christianity, that's your cue. If there are people that comes here, immigrated, move, new in the community, new in the neighborhood, that's your cue. We're here to help you. We're here to support you. What are your needs? You're new here in Canada. What are your needs? I don't want you to be among the people that will take advantage of you. I don't want you to connect with people that don't care for you. I want you to connect to the church that genuinely care for you. And that's our church. Come and join us. And now, there's no strings attached. We gave lots of stuff, thousands of value to people who did not come to the church. No strings attached. It's just us extending, loving, because we want to help them. If you hear this, I am new today, that's your cue. If you hear this from your friends, from your relatives, from your classmates, I am tired. I'm tired of life. I'm tired of my husband. I'm tired of my wife. I'm tired of my kids. I'm tired of my parents. I'm tired with my work. I'm tired with my job. I'm tired with my boss. I'm tired with my toxic colleagues. I'm tired with this world. I'm tired of life. That's your cue. Cue to invite them. Hey, you're tired? We'll give you rest. Not in peace, but rest with people, okay? We'll give you rest. Come and join us. You'll be refreshed by the singing of the song, assuring you that, hey, life may be tough, but God is good. He is faithful. Come, sit with me, join with me, check us out, okay? Now, the key here also is not to invite them every Sunday. You may, you can, but invite them to your life group. That's the best community you can have. Invite them to your life group. And after you see them in your life group, you invite them in their life group, that's the time that they would say, oh, this is cool. What church are you part of? Then you can invite them to the church. If you see people that, if you hear from people that I am hoping for the future, hoping that my dreams will come true, hoping that I will make a better management of myself, hoping that my goals will materialize this year, hoping that I'll be free from addiction, hoping that I'll be experience restoration in my relationship, hoping that I'll become a better person, hoping for my family, hoping. If you hear this, I'm new, I'm tired, I'm hoping, that's your cue. Invite them to be part of your life group. Invite them to be part of your church. Hey, you know what? I know someone who can help you. I know someone who will be there for you. I know someone from the church. We all have different professionals here and businesses here that will able to. I'm tired of my plumbing, my toilet. Oh, I know a plumber. Oh, I'm tired of my car. Keep on breaking. Oh, I know a osteopath. No, not osteopath. Mechanic. No, I'm looking for a house. I know someone, right? My back really hurt me, and I'm tired of. I know someone. Okay, believe osteopath clinic. I'm tired of my anything. I'm telling you, our church is so blessed with many business people. Okay. I'm telling a lot. You just have to engage them, connect them. If I don't know, we have doctors, we have dentists, we have many nurses here. Okay, we have me. I'm just a model. just kidding. But we have lots of people here can bless you. So if you hear people, I'm new, I'm tired, I'm hoping, that's your good. Invite. Be sensitive to these things and invite them. Now, objection, Your Honor. Wait lang. Okay? Jeff, I think you just want to invite people because you want a big church. You want the church to grow big. I don't want a big church. I want a missional church. The church that Jesus is building is not for numbers. The church that Jesus is building is for people. If we don't want a big church, we don't want a missional church, we'll be satisfied with these people. How about the people who are not experiencing Jesus? How about the people out there, your relatives, your loved ones, your classmates, your workmates, that are experiencing this, I'm tired of life, and continually hoping? You would not help them? That's the reason we're here, to help these people. The church that Jesus is building is missional, visional. And Life Community Church is a biblical, missional, visional church. We long to see Jesus' followers experiencing life with purpose, meaning, and direction within a community. You are blessed with a community, with the people that invested their life for you. Now, it's your turn to pass it forward to the people that comes after you. Third one, share. Serve with your gifts. Share your talent. Share. Serve with your gifts to build up the body of Jesus. The best investment you can make outside your family is the church. I'm telling you, it's the church. The best investment you can make is not in Tesla. It's not in Microsoft, not in Google. It's the church. The local church is the activity of God. It's an invitation. It's an opportunity for you of a lifetime to be actively involved in the local church. Church family, my friends, my family, listen to me. This is how we can impact this generation and prepare the next generation, and eventually influence the world around us. This is the commitment of the church that Jesus is building. The foundation of all of this is love. It's love. The expression of love is to give, to care, to share. Now, let's have a real talk, okay? Real talk. To all of you, heart to heart, look at me, okay? Here. The easiest thing you can do, the easiest thing I can do, the easiest thing we can do, the easiest thing you can do, okay, listen. The easiest thing we can do in this world is nothing. Not to give, not to care, not to share. The easiest thing you, I, and us can do is nothing. I'm fine, you're fine, we're fine. And besides, more people, more hassle. But let me talk to you. If the generation before us taught that way, served that way, cared that way, there will be no Life Community Church. If the generation before us did nothing, you and I are not supposed to be here. If the generation before us did nothing, Mixed West Life Group. Okay, can we ask Kuya Jun, Ate Cora, can you stand, please? They will be not here. Stay standing. Kuya Roland, Ate Jasmine, can you stand, please? There's no Mixed North Life Group. Reggie and Layla, can you stand, please? There's no East Life Group. If the generation before us did nothing, the Mixed South Life, there's no Mixed South Life Group. Kuya Roel, Ate Jasmine, can you stand? There's no Sherwood Life Group. Lito and Kim, stand please. There's no East Life Group. Kuya Alex, Ate Carols, where are you? Can you stand please? Young Couples West Life Group, Arnold Jean, stand please. Young Couples West Life Group, JR and Sai, stand please. Oh, they're volunteering the kids. Young Couples Northwest Life Group, Mark and Glenda Domingo, can you stand? Young Couples North Life Group, Mark and Glenda. Leia and Rick, stand up. Young Couples Northeast Life Group, Dec and Clarice, stand up. Paolo and Ira, along with Seth and the core. Can I see the core of the circles? Youth. And the Young Pro. Aaron Aguilar and the core. Can you stand? Listen. If the generation before us did nothing, these people here are not supposed to be standing. They did something, that's why we're here. We sacrificed something, people ahead of us sacrificed something, that's why we're here. If these people right now will do nothing, all of you sitting will not be here. The easiest thing we can do is nothing. But if we do nothing, if they did nothing, these people around here will not be here. And if we do nothing, the next generation is in danger. Shall we all be seated, please? But what do we often say? I don't give because the church don't need my money. I don't serve because they already have enough volunteers. I don't invite people because, I'm doing fine and I don't want to really be involved. I don't want to give, I don't want to care, I don't want to share. Listen, it's okay. If you don't give, you don't share, you don't care. If God gave us a small vision as Life Community Church, it's okay. It's us, it's okay. It's just us, let's settle, let's just us and not reach out other people. But that's not what God called Community Church, Life Community Church, to do. Next week, I'll be sharing more of the vision that God has placed in the heart of Life Community Church. Next week. But let me give you a glimpse. God has called Life Community Church not just to reach hundreds, but thousands. And through those thousands, generations after generations. My prayer, Lord, I'll just settle this church in preparation for the next generation. Once I'm done, I would be happy to step aside and coach them. And I want the next generation to continue representing the church that you are building. I'm encouraging you to be part of this vision that God has given to this church, to give, to care, and to share. Life Community Church exists to help people experience life with Jesus. Right here, in our city, in our lifetime. And the truth is, if you don't give, if you don't care, if you don't share, God will still build His church. It is not you, it is not me that will build the church. Jesus said, I will build my church. If you don't give, if you don't care, if you don't share, God will still build Life Community Church. But you will miss out. But you will miss out the opportunity of a lifetime. The opportunity to become a blessing. You will miss to leave a legacy that you could pass on to the next generation. Let me share with you the story of David and Joyce Padilla. My goodness, I haven't started. I'm crying already. While preparing this, every time I make the slides, I was crying. This is my 5th time crying. Where is David and Joyce? My goodness, you keep me crying, huh? Over there. David almost gave up on church. He was ready to walk away, not from God, but from people of the church. I tried to connect with him. He snubbed me. If I'll try to come around, they would leave. I was like, what's going on? They thought that, my community church is the same church. Ministry again, another pressure. I will just work. I will earn money if I work. So he worked Monday to Saturday, and he's earning money good. But something happened. We didn't pressure him. I didn't pressure him. We didn't chase him with tasks. We didn't chase him with responsibilities. Ron and I just prayed for him and Joyce. Invested our life to them. Our time, our resources. And just trying to build relationship with them. We welcomed them, supported them, cared for them, loved them, without asking anything in return or expecting anything in return from them. Our intention was pure, and that's the same with the rest of you. We just want to help you know Jesus, grow like Jesus, and experience the joy of following Jesus and serving Jesus. Then suddenly David said, Pastor, I'm ready to start serving. Last year. I was like, I thought you don't want to serve anymore. God convicted me, and I think I am ready to go back now. And he gave up his Thursday spot. He would earn 200 or 300 or 400 that night. I said, no, I will join the live worship. He gave up his Sunday spot. He would earn another 1,000 there. He's a mechanic. I said, no, I will reserve my Sunday for God. He auditioned to live worship team, and now part of the team. He's leading the band. Joyce, on the other hand, she volunteered to the Life Kids ministry. They did not only serve God, but they also gave generously. I don't check giving, but I receive annual report every year. And that's the time I would check. I was amazed how generous they are. And then last year, in one of our talk, David said, "Hey, Pastor, leading a life group is not for me. It's for Kuya. Give it to Kuya. Not for me." Sabi ko, leading a life group, it's so hassle. I have young family, 2 years old that time, and 3 years old. Or 1 year old and 3 years old. Now, they have a baby. And then they have 2 years old and they have 4 years old. So, that's hassle. It's so, I would give, I would serve, but not lead a life group. It's just too much responsibility for me. I said, I respected that. Ron and I just prayed for them. But early this year, he said, they both said, Joyce and David, Pastor, we are ready to share our life. We're ready to open our hearts. We're ready to lead and host a life group. Last Friday, until this morning, that was their first meeting as a life group. And I asked them, how's your experience? And they said, it's amazing. Junjun, Deo, Robin, they just connected, shared life with. And they said, I think we think we need this. We need a community. We need the support. We need someone who understands our struggle. We need someone who would be there to pray for us, to care for us, to encourage us. So I asked them, I said, David, Joyce, why do you give generously to the church? I mean, man. And they both said, because everything we have is God's, Pastor. It's not ours. And we're just returning what's already His to bless people. The reason we have refreshments there, the reason we can enjoy, we are renting this place and not eat. It's expensive, okay? I'm telling you, it's expensive. We are buying all these things. It's because of the generous people that's giving to the church, the generous people who are willing, who understand that everything belongs to God and they just returning the favor. Because it's His anyway. And we're giving because we want to bless the people around us. And the reason we're blessed with food, the reason we're blessed with community, the reason we're blessed with this facility, the reason we're blessed with all the things that we have is because of the generous people around us. And then I asked him again, David, Joyce, why do you serve faithfully? I mean, man, you could earn additional 300 on Thursday night, additional 500 to 1,000 on Sunday. Why are you so faithful in serving? Joyce and David said, because serving is a way of honoring God. And Joyce added, we want to set an example to our kids of what it means to live out our faith. We just don't want to go there on Sundays, sit, go home. We want our kids to follow our example as we follow the example of Jesus. I was like, wow. He could earn more, yet he sacrificed so that they can serve and honor God with their gift. Wait. Now that you're starting a life group, I want to ask, I want to make sure that you are committing the right way, because leading a life group is not easy. Why did you commit to open your life, to be vulnerable, to open your heart and lead a life group? They said, because we've experienced the benefits of being discipled, and we want others to experience the same joy of growing closer to God through community. Church family, listen to me. Listen very clearly. Jesus is the hope to this broken world. The church is the hands of feet of Jesus in this world. You are the church. You are the hands and feet of Jesus to bring hope to this broken world. Please be the church that Jesus is building. Please stop doing nothing and start giving, caring, and sharing. And that's an expression of the true identity of the church. Love. If you don't give, you don't care, and you don't share, you're missing the wonderful things that God has prepared for you. And that's why Paul said, can you read this with me? Come on. Don't get tired of, come on, read this with me loud and clear. Don't get tired of, for at the proper time you will be rewarded. If you commit to be the church that Jesus is building, if you commit to give generously, to bless other people, if you commit to care deeply, if you commit to share and serve faithfully, you will be rewarded. Your family, your marriage will be rewarded. Your family will be rewarded. Your life will be remembered from generations to generation. And that's always my prayer. 100 years from now, we will be forgotten. 100 years from now, no one will know your name. And Jesus is giving you the opportunity to commit, to leave a godly legacy to the people that will come after us. And they would remember, you know what, Ron and Jeff, I want one day my sons, or my kids, they would say my great, and grandmom and dad is the reason we love God today. If you do nothing, you will not be rewarded. Commitment plants seed. So don't get tired of helping other people. Don't get tired of committing. What we give today, God will multiply tomorrow. What we do today, people will remember tomorrow. When we live generously, care deeply, and serve faithfully, the church becomes unstoppable. Faith becomes contagious. Lives will be changed. Not just ours, but the next generations to come. And with that, we become the kind of church others will thank God for in the future. I'm looking forward years from now. Your son, your daughter, your kids' son will say thank you for the first members of Life Community Church. Thank you for those who are faithful from the beginning. They are the reason I'm here today. We want to be the church, the kind of church that people in the next generations